All right, let's talk about Sanwo-Olu and the Okada people of Lagos State. I'm going to play this short video and then we'll talk about it. Let's see here.
Governance in action, you may say, and the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu apprehending some traffic offenders on the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. From the pictures you see there, a soldier and 4 others for plying one way with motorcycles. Now, Governor Sanwo-Olu, who appeared quite furious and seen going after the culprits and assisted by security aides, says the act of lawlessness must be brought to an end in the state. One of the offenders identified himself as a soldier, prompting Governor Sanwo-Olu to vow that for that reason he would be locked up. He also engaged one of the motorcycle passengers, pointing out that it is wrong to ply a bike on one way, as she could be knocked down by any fast-moving vehicle. This is not the first time Governor Sanwo-Olu would personally arrest motorcycle riders and passengers plying one way on the expressway. 2 years ago, precisely in December of 2021, a similar situation played out on the Lekki-Egbe Expressway.
And they're taking you one way, and you put it on Facebook, on a road that are done. Is it good? And they will not hit you, you go and fall and you die. They'll say government killed you. What a shame. And we're all praying that you have a better country. Post it and tell people, this is what the kind of things that you see. In 20 minutes, I'm sure they will still carry another person.
All right. So there's another video that I'm going to play. Do you want to speak on that first? There's 2 other videos on this topic.
Yeah, number one.
Okay.
Whether Governor Sanwo-Olu was doing that from the heart, or it was a stunt that the politicians are capable of, whichever way. I don't want to interpret his intent and purpose here.
Intentions. Right. Good point.
Yes, whatever the spirit behind that word. But
that's a good point. You know where I always argue with this point you just made? When people say people turn on camera to give charity, I was like, before, who cares? He's giving charity. What does it matter? Like, first of all, we don't know if you're accurate with your accusation that it wasn't authentic. They actually gave.
Yes. So in this case, let me applaud the action of Governor Governor Sanwo-Olu. Sorry. Of course, you don't blame me for calling him Tinubu, because people see him at times as
the same person. The same person.
Tinubu's a man for the Lagos State, but it's all right. The gentleman governor did what any reasonable leader, elected leader, democratic leader would have done on that occasion, because the most basic of all rights, when you look at the Bill of Rights, the most basic of all rights is the right to life. And you cannot sit by and say you are a governor or you are a leader, president, councillor, whatever. You allow any of your citizens to write themselves to early death or avoidable death. That's what he has done there. See, when I first, after several years of being in exile in those days, and then I returned to Nigeria, I had a nephew of mine. If he's watching this now, I will be laughing somewhere in Adokiti. I had him drive me to go and see Governor Sanwo-Olu, then, who was the governor of Ekiti State. And then this guy was riding against traffic, and I told him no. He said, well, you are just being an American. Here we ride it the way you cannot ride.
No, that's wrong. Ride. That's crazy. Oh my God.
The way you want. Said, you may get killed or you kill somebody, you are going to be trouble with the law. I said, which law in Nigeria? I said, okay. When you get into that trouble, you understand. It is the same. That same attitude was what you saw a commercial bike rider demonstrating there. But what still? The enabler, the man who was patronizing his service, who identified himself as a serviceman, as a military man.
Oh, hold on. Before you get into that, right? Let me play that particular video. That way people can know what we're talking about. The military person. Okay? Hold on. Hold tight. All right, we do have this young man, seems like. Let's play this video really quickly. It says another soldier slams. Okay, I guess there were a couple of them. This headline says another soldier slams Governor Sanwo-Olu for arresting his colleague. Let me just play it.
Soldier wey dey suffer day and night. How much dey pay soldiers? I hear say they na shoot wey iron dey that last corporal hand. You just come from, you don't take your drug. They call yourself governor. They misbehave up and down. Who the fucking hell are you, governor? So who the fucking hell are you? This say na me you go jam that day. I no go. You are calling me useless. I will useless you there. Almighty. Don't chukuwarka. Yeah, my budget down, governor Sanwo-Olu. You are calling a soldier useless. Serving you, and if you want to do your dirty work, we call soldiers. You are mad. You are mad, and all of you where they comment rubbish, you are stupid. Go check Ojo Road good. Ojo Road good. Come see Ozula, everything costs. Soldier where they suffer.
All right, what's your take on that? That's one of, I guess, a couple of soldiers.
Let me tell you, if yes, we all want this to be better for our masses, that our masses should be respected and all that. Mm-hmm. But let me also tell you that if actually this bloke who made this video was a soldier, he should be identified for being brazenly insubmissive to civil leadership, civil authority, and be slammed some discipline, if not court-martialed. Because to think of that kind of effrontery, you know, what's his name? Someone who has not done anything bright, like saying, "Oh, you are summarily dismissed. I'm doing this." No, he made it a teachable moment, and for crying out loud. Can you imagine any American soldier coming out to call out the governor of a state like this? Because after all, if
it doesn't make sense.
Let us listen to each other. If Nigeria were running a true federalism, Governor Sanwo-Olu in Lagos State will be the commander-in-chief of the National Guard stationed in that state.
Wait, Chief, I'm confused. Is he not the chief security officer of that state?
Yes. So what I'm driving at, the deduction I want to make is that as the chief security officer of Lagos State, if that soldier actually lives in Lagos, he has just disrespected the superior, the person in charge of governance, law, and order in Lagos State right there. He should be identified and disciplined. Because he does not seem to get it. You see, this is why a major reason why the Nigerian military cannot hold any fort or territory against insurgents and terrorists. Look at him. What he's trying to do to Sanwo-Olu, you can imagine what he would do to ordinary Nigerian folks. So if Nigerian citizens dread you because you are a soldier, you think they would trust you enough to volunteer intelligence to you on how to stop the next act of terrorism? This is what they blame it on leaders alone. But each of us must accept.
Nigeria has a tendency to blame everything on leaders alone.
Oh yes, I've had to stop soldiers somewhere in Accra at a gas station. They drove in. Everybody had been on the queue. These people, fooling themselves in in their mentality of entitlement. They drove in and brought drums, and everybody was on. So I was in my royal garb. I went straight to their captain and told him off. This thing you are doing is ungodly. It is really, really very wicked. People are in the sun, and you see me here, and you do this. I had the option of going to their barracks that day to go and report them to their superior, but I would not do that. I said my own people thought they would descend on me. I dared them, but they would not do it. The man who led them there started apologizing. And everybody thought I would use that as an opportunity to get my tank filled. I said, no, I will wait for my turn. I did not challenge them just because I wanted to benefit unduly from the situation.
Right.
Just because what is right is for you to wait for your turn, and you don't ride roughshod on your citizens. So if Governor Sanwo-Olu were not a governor, you see that person. I don't want to descend to his level.
Right.
Look at
let me play one more video. This person's.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I hope the guy can get some. I hope the guy can get some toothpaste and brush and they get that nonsense coming out of his mouth.
I know.
Yes.
Who knows? Maybe it's somebody who doesn't care about life. Maybe it's somebody who is not even an officer at all. But I agree with you. If that person is actually an officer of any type, of any factor of the military in Nigeria,
he has to be identified and disciplined.
Absolutely. Because I'm looking at there's another video here from somebody who is supposedly a high-ranking Nigerian soldier who reacted to the video of Governor Sanwo-Olu ordering the arrest of his junior colleague who flouted a traffic rule in Lagos. So I'm going to play that right now, and then we'll come back to talk about that real quickly.
That was Governor Sanwo-Olu, the executive governor of Lagos State. You are across some Okada riders that go through the wrong way. What the Okada rider did is say good. No, it's not good. They are passing the wrong way. And as a governor, what he did is right. But see a serving military officer that introduced himself to you, a lance corporal, a young soldier that was sent on an errand. And he was unfortunately, he climbed that Okada. And he was begging you, Mr. Governor, he was begging you that I'm sorry, sir. I'm a soldier. I'm sorry. What do you expect that young guy to say? But because you're governor, this ain't one way you passed 2 days earlier. You have been passing wrong way. You have been passing one way in Lagos State. So are you above the law now? The last corporal guy that you arrest there, he has been shot in Bronu. He has a sling in his arm, an iron. He has an iron here. These are the people that fight the bandit that you and your co-workers, and he's just begging you. And you are insulting his father. Go and call your father. This is why I'm going to lock you up. A governor, I don't blame you. Sanwo-Olu, I don't blame you at all. Because from the beginning, we know what your brother did during the election in Lagos Island. When he was people that follow PDP. We have the video all over. Most of us are serving in the UN. Some are in Sambisa Forest. Some are in Bronu. Christmas Day, people were cause. None of you say anything. But a soldier that did a mistake by climbing Okada that go through the wrong way. And he was begging you. Let me cast your mind back, Mr. Governor. But Fashola was a governor before you. He arrested a colonel, a redneck in Nigerian army, for passing the bus lane. He did it with a humility as a man who is well educated, not a tough like you. Everybody deserves second chance. You should have told that guy, oh, you are an officer, you should know better. Okay, don't do it again. That is the reason why I'm asking you. That's the reason I'm arresting you. See, you're talking like Amubo. Ori ti daru, ori ti daru. You want to call him a governor? Àwọn táàtù tó ń lò nígboro Èkó tó ń da Èkó rú Lagos ó arrest wọn rárá sójà ló ń arrest and yóò ló ń káká sókè kí ló dé You should be ashamed of yourself, Sanwo-Olu. But let me remind you, your 4 years will soon be finished now. Do whatever you like. Of Lagos State. Where's my own governor today? Where's Akeredolu today? You should be ashamed of yourself, Sanwo-Olu. You should be ashamed of yourself. Nigerian soldiers are all over the world. We are in UN. We are everywhere. We're serving the nation to make the country proud. People die in Sambisa Forest. People die in Plateau. Everywhere. Soldier. And the same soldier.
Hello?
I don't blame you.
I'm here.
Well,
civilian like you. Because you are chief executive of a state. You are above the law yourself. How many times have you go through the wrong way?
I'm here. You can hear me, right?
How many times have you go through the wrong way?
Okay.
So you are above the law, right?
All right.
A young soldier.
Let's leave this Baba alone because it looks like he's already starting to repeat himself.
The truth of the matter is that that is the typical street bravado situation in Nigeria. Look at the way he's talking about the governor. See, people are just trying to be licentious. So because you carry a scar, because you have been at the theater of war, you've seen action, and you have injuries. That's why you will come out of the military and behave as if you cannot be part of the civil society. See, life is about rights, duties, obligations, and responsibilities. So, all these things that he has just said, they are calling the governor out and they're saying all kinds of stuff. Yes, he should also, he is protected by free speech. I don't even know if they have that in Nigeria. So long as you are not crossing the line, I don't know. Because in our country, you do you see anyhow. Remember what Asari Dokubo will say. So this man that is talking is missing the point. Would I say because I've been injured in the line of duty as a journalist that I'm legally blind now with that kind of disability, I should be responsible? Of course, if I break the law in America here, or even in Nigeria there, I will find myself there in jail, and after jail, I may as well end up in prison. So, what it means is that, like Yorubas will say, when you are in a place that you don't want to be put to shame, you just have to comport yourself. So, this old man that is talking, referring to people as a bloody, referring to the governor as a bloody civilian, you see, it's just being irresponsible as well.
That's a good point.
I don't want to talk too much about. I don't want to dignify his rant. I don't want to dignify his rant. It doesn't get the point. Yes.
No, he doesn't. I agree with you that two wrongs does not make it right, right? So now specifically the part where he said, and I'm looking at some of the comments. He said something about the governor's convoy also take this one way oftentimes. Is that a valid argument?
That is absolutely wrong. That is a valid argument. It is absolutely wrong for the governor to drive against traffic. It is wrong.
Right.
It is wrong. Yes. See, let me contextualize that. I like the fact that Nigerians are bold, and that our democracy would gain some more if we can stand up to the excesses of people in executive positions, no doubt, or elected positions, no doubt. You remember how a former governor of if you read the book "The Man Died" by Professor Wole Soyinka, his prison memoirs. Way back from
I didn't read it. No.
Yes, if you read it, you will remember that it was the fact that he monitored the unlawful arrest of a journalist who had reported the lavish parties being thrown by people in power, particularly I think it was Governor Johnson or whoever that was in charge of Lagos then. So that journalist was arrested and beaten until he died. So so that was how Soyinka came up with the title of his prison memoir. The man died, and if I may paraphrase him, as somebody who does not have the opportunity of reading anymore because of the challenge of going blind. But I remember I said, in everyone who keeps silent in the face of oppression, the man dies. I'm just essentially paraphrasing him. And the well-known professor of political science at the London School of Economics, late Harold Lasky, had also captured something similar to that. When everybody or people who have influence keep silent in the face of all the stuff gripping the affluent world, they contribute to the corrupt, afflict society. I'm just paraphrasing, but essentially what they said. When people are able to call out elected leaders who act with recklessness on our road, wherever, even in our interpersonal relationships as citizens, I give it to them. But we must do it responsibly. That is the point I'm making. Whether it is the president that comes to Lagos and tries to shut down
the whole city.
When presidents move in America, yes, we respect them, we give it to them, but they also move without even
there's so many times in New York City. So many times in New York City that the president will be around. You might see some clog up in certain parts of the city, but it's not shutting down the whole city. It's not going to shut down. They will shut down some parts, So
yes. So these situations call for concern, and when they are red flags, that no, you still are citizens, and you must feel what we feel. That is good. But to go ahead and use uncouth expressions on the governor, that is what I agree with. But if the governor is caught helping himself with the resources of the state in an unlawful way, when it's not appropriated, if he's stealing or calling what it is, that would be good.
Right. Yeah. So in everything right now, from all of this assessment, it looks like everybody is wrong. Nigerian people, Naira Marley said, "We're in everybody." But I think there were some good points that was made there. I think definitely the governor, regardless of what the intentions are, he was making a good statement by saying this is not allowed.
That's right.
And then
most of you are a gentleman soldier. Starting conduct must not be pinned on you in a way that is wrong. Yes.
Right, regardless of what you're reacting to. That's a good point. See, I keep saying it, like every action is a reaction, but you don't get to blame your reactions, which are the actions you're responsible for. You don't get to blame them on the causes of it.
I recommend for the average soldier on the street today, more than the contemporary soldier, to go back, do some, carry out some self-education. Read Plato, read Socrates, read Aristotle, Alexander, all of them. The noble place of the military person, that noble profession. Why it is so noble. Yes. We need them. Like Jesus would put it. Can there be a better love?
Oh my God! Can we imagine a society where they don't exist?
Yes, they let their lives down, and whether in Nigeria, America, all over the world,
everywhere,
we are always grateful the services, for the works of the military. But they use the force to dominate folks, to feel like they are superior. People will call that is just it.
Let me read the top 3 comments from this particular story. Somebody said, in Nigeria, everybody breaks the laws, yet blames their government for all their misfortunes. Another person said, when it takes a governor to enforce the law by himself, then the society is doomed. Yes, it's good that this has happened and it is recorded for political optics, but the Lagos State Commissioner of Police must not allow this to happen again, so the governor might concentrate on carrying out his immediate task of office. You were saying?
Yes. No, I agree with what he has said, but this he should be mindful of this additional fact. If you belong to the executive arm of government, what are you supposed to do? You execute the law. So what the governor has just done there is to really act out that constitutional role. He is the head of the executive arm of government in Lagos. He has just executed the law. Simple.
Right.
So he has not done anything wrong. No contradiction there whatsoever.
Absolutely. The third one says the bike man is a legend. Riding with the governor means he's next in command for that moment. Okay, somebody wanted to crack a little joke, but
that's good. That's good humor. But please. That is good.
Anyway. We have a couple more stories to cover. We'll be right back.